Yeah.
So my gym is 16 minutes from my VA hospital. So it's a quick drive to that gym. And then I was going to try to kill a little bit of time, go to Claremore, and I was going to wash my car in Claremore and everything, but decided to just do it in Broken Arrow because I just saw it off the side of the road. I'm like, oh shit, that one. And my car is all pretty except for the stains of the dead bugs in the front of it that I couldn't scrape.
And we're live.
You were rambling before,
Hello.
but we're live now.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We've
You
lost the story I told about how I will potentially get a ticket, but you won't hear it anymore. So welcome to Absurditee Podcast, the show where some of us have heat strokes sometimes. Don't judge me. God couldn't take me. I'm ready for round 2, motherfucker. I'm here with DK and Luke, aka Big Dirty.
Hello.
The owner of these beats. You can't have them, and if you want them, you have to fight him for it on the top of the mountain.
No, just email me. I got you.
Or just see.
Hit him up on the Cash App. Actually, do you have a Cash App?
No.
Yo, shout out.
You don't have a Cash App?
PayPal.
Make a Cash App.
PayPal.
PayPal.
Yo, what's your PayPal? Straight up shout it out.
I don't know.
God damn you. Anyways, we're gonna make him make a Cash App or an OnlyFans, and then you can just donate there. Technically, you could do an OnlyFans.
You should do an OnlyFans.
There's a lot of like
For
athletes
your music.
and trainers and everything that do
Is there
OnlyFans.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
OnlyFans was
OnlyFans was
originally made for like instructors, trainers, like athletes, musicians, that kind of shit.
So
It was like an alternative to Patreon.
So perverts took it over just like everything else?
Well, yeah, like sex.
On the
wins.
internet.
Sex always wins.
Perverts,
On
by
the internet.
technicality, women took it over.
No. It's
No.
pervert.
Perverts just paid for it. But it's
Go
because
for it.
it's, I mean, when you're so lonely, you just want to see feet.
I will promote myself however it takes.
Just pay this man.
Yeah,
Because I
just
sure the
pay
hell
him.
am not.
No.
Oh yeah, and check out Uncle Gary's new video on YouTube and see if you like it.
Oh, yeah. Uncle, that one weird guy that we interviewed
Yeah,
a couple
that,
weeks ago.
whoever that guy was.
Yeah.
That's like your brother.
Yeah, the fucking
Oh,
drunkard
yeah.
that was in the corner.
No,
That was, we just had a drunk guy in the corner. We don't know where he came
No,
from.
it really ended up turning into a drunk guy in a corner.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah. I want to be like, Gary, come over here.
Yeah, watch our old content too. Watch
Yeah.
this now and watch our videos on YouTube at the same time.
Yeah, once
Become
you get bored-
indoctrinated.
I mean, well, if you get bored later, because you're eventually going to get bored later.
One
You've
on your
watched
phone.
every PewDiePie video that's
Yeah.
out. You've watched every. I mean, who do you follow on YouTube? Like, who's your guys?
John Wolf.
John Wolf. Oh, yeah, John Wolf. I can
Yeah.
get that. I don't follow John Wolf, but I will specifically pick out John Wolf. I mean, Markiplier is kind of a given, I think, for the whole table.
I mean, I
Are you
used
not-
to be a fan.
Uh-huh.
I just don't. I don't know. I just
Well,
don't
I-
have patience for the fanfare anymore.
Well, I think my thing with it is
I got
like
that.
he's got enough stuff on like horror games that I like that I can pick through his catalog.
You can just keep on going through
That's
scary
true.
games
I don't-
repeatedly until
yeah,
he gets some new
I
shit
don't
out.
follow him, but there's some
Yeah.
shit that I will be like, okay, let's watch Markiplier's because it's
I
gonna
will
be his version.
Yeah.
you
And he
know?
has so much shit on his, like, with all the things he's doing right now. I've been understanding, like, I understand. I was like, you have a lot of things going on, but I can also understand as, like younger audiences that are like,
Yeah.
come on, man, like, you video, like, I want to see gaming, and they're like, oh, I'm not.
No,
doing
that's why I like John.
But I'm
Wolf.
like, he's a busy guy. He's a very busy guy.
John Wolf is the target audience for me and Cameron, like our age group, and we're both into horror and games.
I don't know,
But that's his niche little
yeah,
thing
he's
is
just-
horror
Who is it?
games.
John Wolf.
John Wolf.
John Wolf. Okay.
And I also give him mad respect for his gender breaking cosplays.
Yeah, he's
That
always
is-
been like that.
that
He's
is
always
awesome.
just been like whatever about that stuff.
I think it's really cool. Like one of the YouTube people who I legitimately follow and I watch a lot of their live streams is Finster or Rose on Twitch, and
they're
it's a
good.
guy who got like he started off. I mean, he still is, but Finster started as like a Minecraft YouTuber, and then on a whim, like at the beginning of the pandemic, his chat ended up like donating enough money to make him go on a dare, and they ended up making him dress like a girl. And then it's just escalated to this point now where he dresses like a girl pretty much the majority of the time because the chat pays him so much money to do it.
And
But
now
he's
he has
also
no
very
OnlyFans.
convincing. Like I think he's very attractive. Yeah. So there you go. But I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like it's the internet.
At this
man.
point, they're going to pay him enough money to be like, no, you're going to become a woman.
No, it's like they'll do. It was like Girl Month, so he would have to dress like only female. They made him lock up all of his dude clothes and like only female clothes for like a month. And dude, the first time it happened, it was like $20,000, and then it was like $30,000.
Oh yeah, then who cares?
$50,000.
Who cares what anyone else says in town? It's just like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
$20,000.
You know how much money I made this year?
Yeah, my panties alone paid for these.
Exactly. No, so that's the thing is like I think it's
that's
genius, but also like it started as a joke. Like he started clowning. Like at first it was just a clowning thing, but then as he did it, he started to get more interaction with the LGBT community, and people were like, "Yo, like this is some shit that's like you're doing problematic things at times." Like, and he was like, "Yo, okay, maybe I am being homophobic," and he apologized. Like he took, but he still.
But $20,000.
I mean, no, he makes bank. His partner is also trans, so it's just like, it is what it is. Here, I'll just put like you. This is, I mean, the fact that you know that this is a dude, but.
I've dated her.
I've actually dated her.
Are you pulling up?
No, she looks like
Rose Twitch
Yeah.
photos.
Oh,
Like
what's her name?
yeah,
It's like he looks just
yeah.
like,
he's he.
yeah.
He's he.
He
him
looks
pronouns.
just like a girl I knew named Haley in Texas.
Yeah, but no, like
Jesus
just like-
Christ.
yeah.
That's way too close.
no, it's
Like
great.
like there's
That's the thing. That is, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
my thing. That is a big part about my thing about gender is like things don't matter. It doesn't matter. Like wear what you want. Like all that matters, in my opinion, is if you can be hot in your own opinion, and if you can be hot as a dude and a chick, that is fucking cool. Like like being able to do that. Like, let me find. There's a person I follow on Twitter.
I'm sorry, he's hot.
Yeah, he's super hot. Like.
Like if you saw that at a bar, you would not. There would be no confusion. You'd be like, yes.
Oh, that's not her anymore. I mean, it was, but
I mean, I tell.
just because you know. Hey,
No,
look
no,
for-
no, 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 no.
No,
'cause
no,
I
no, no,
know. No.
no.
It's in the nose and the cheeks.
But still, super
Yeah.
cute.
But I've seen a
No,
lot of
I'm
women
not,
burn.
saying, I'm not saying they're not at all.
Just say he's hot.
I was just answering the question that Jake said.
No.
You don't even.
What'd I say?
You said you don't even know.
Here's the thing: in a dimly lit bar, after
Man,
a couple of
no.
drinks,
In a bright bar after like 3 p.m. Like Jesus Christ.
I mean, but that I would never be in that situation.
I also don't look at
In a
noses.
dimly
that often.
lit bar after a few drinks. No.
Oh, I mean, so, there you go. But no, I would legitimately, yeah.
Listen, if the
super
eyes look good and you have a smile, I'm like, all
Anyways,
right.
if you're listening to us, go check out, just Google search some Rose Twitch images. I mean, if you're not convinced, whatever. If you're convinced,
I'm like you though. To me, it doesn't fucking matter.
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna treat you any different whether you're a dude or a chick.
I mean, I'd be a little upset if, like, I saw that and then
If you're cool, you're
he had a
cool. If you're
penis.
not, you're not. You know.
Why would you
that's-
be upset?
That's my opinion.
Because, you know, I'm not in a penis mood.
Well, I mean,
I want the vagina.
there you. I mean, if you're attracted to femininity, that's the thing. Like, it's you don't even have to like you. There's a whole. I don't know.
I
There's
like
a
the
whole-
crisp feeling of a vagina. It's fine.
You'll reach a stage in your life where you're like, where your emotions understand like, hey, they're attractive, and I want to fuck them, but I'm not going to try to fuck them.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
that's what it is.
yeah. That's,
So
If
people
I
are
reach that point, I don't have to try. Men hit on me all the time.
That's nirvana.
Well, it's not about being hit on by man.
No, yeah, that's the thing is being able to take a compliment as a compliment instead of like over analyzing and being like, you know what I mean? Like it's easy to do that in life.
No, if
So-
people find me attractive, I'm very happy. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I don't
Yeah.
care
Oh, yeah,
what
I'm like,
gender. I
thank
don't
you.
care.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm very appreciative. I like to know that I look good.
but
no matter who
also,
it is.
I can admire the male physique just as much as I admire the female physique. But my biggest thing is I am attracted to femininity. Like that's the only way that I describe it. It's like,
But there's a lot of men with very feminine features.
but I also am attracted to a lot of different like masculine traits as well. I don't know. It's just whatever gets your boat going, gets your boat floating. And
Water.
Water, baby. I get turned on by water.
Yeah, my like.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I choked on a cock.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
That's how I get my gym workouts in these days. But yeah, I don't like penises. I think that's my problem. Yeah,
Sorry that you hate yourself so much.
I do. I mean, yeah, that's why I have to talk to my therapist. We're still trying to figure that out.
But no, how's everyone's week been, guys? In here just bullshitting about bullshit,
Right.
but let's
It's
get
been
down to the
straight,
brass tacks.
Do we want to start with the big story, or does someone else want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I've been good, busy, tired.
It's been a week already,
Yeah.
and it's only Tuesday for y'all. For
Yeah.
us all. For everybody here, it's Tuesday.
It's felt much longer for me.
But that's the thing is it's like been... It hasn't been rough, but it's been rough.
It's been hot.
I think we're all, and I don't mean just us three in a room, I think the world, the vibe is off.
Everyone's very anxious
Oh, yeah.
and stressed.
I know yesterday morning I woke up at 5 a.m. and I knew in my core that within the next 3 hours I'm going to have a panic attack. And I did. And it was great. Before work, just curled in the fetal position, crying, But,
Normal day
Yeah.
for the world right now.
yeah,
apparently.
it's weird because I know, I feel like a lot of the homies. I feel like the vibe's been off, guys, and it sucks. And I don't know what we can do to change it.
Why is it that every time I feel really good, everyone else is like, I feel terrible?
That's life.
That's life.
Yeah.
The ups and downs. It's part of it.
Yeah. Ironically, I feel great. It's the greatest irony of this week. Well, I guess this past 3 days.
Except almost dying 2 days ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, of the great anxiety.
Maybe that's why you feel good. Is like you were so close to death. You're like, oh fuck, I don't want to die. Now you're ready to live again.
No, I was actually very unimpressed with my near death. I was like, oh, okay. And I just kind of literally walked away from it.
Well, that's like 2 this year. The car accident.
Yeah, that one I was also unamused by. I was just like, oh, shit. Crashed my car. That's going to cost $21,000. I have a really weird thing, and it's also something that I'm trying to get in with my therapist. Welcome to Mental Health Week with all of the boys, the BB, the broken boys.
Sometimes I mean, I've said it off. I don't know, I might have said it on camera or not on. I mean, I guess the show's always on camera. But I mean, this show is a little bit of a therapeutic output to all three of us. I think I know it was for when it was you, me, and Cam. We
had a lot of mental health hours.
Yeah, I mean, when it needs to happen, it happens. And if we're gonna talk about it, boys, let's talk about it. Dad's here.
Big Pop gonna give you a hug.
Shout out to T-Nugs for the medicine.
Oh yes, T-Nugs, thanks for the medicine.
The
If
sweet,
you
sweet.
guys, I've told dozens of people who have asked me for recommendations in town. T-Nugs is the best choice to get your medicine in the town of Claymore, Oklahoma.
Unofficial plug.
Unofficial plug. I mean, unofficial plug.
I don't mind because they hook us up a lot.
They're good, dude. We have, if you guys saw the giant, we've showed it on cam before. The giant cone
over there.
that still needs to be. Oh my god! That thing's gonna it's gonna be so dry by the time we smoke it. It's immediately
right?
gonna go up in
right.
flames. We're gonna have to get like a spray bottle and
We're all gonna have to
lift
lick it slowly
first.
down.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll all just take turns licking the whole thing.
Oh,
to get it.
I was thinking
no.
one person starts here, another one starts here, and like on both sides.
We're gonna do
and
it like
just-
Lady in the Tramp.
Yeah,
style.
Lady and Tramp it. Once we get to the middle, just be 4. Trying to figure out how to get every last bit.
I might honestly just
Sort
cut
of.
the box open and it might just be like a display piece.
We should.
There's no-
Here we go. Here we go. What we need to do,
It's gonna be a D&D.
we need to
I'm
put it
listening.
in acrylic.
Oh what?
We need to make
Oh!
an acrylic display out of it.
Hey.
Anybody got the hookup on a vacuum chamber so we can make that? That would be pretty dope. I mean, I guess I could make a makeshift one, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't have a mold.
We
that
probably
big.
have to be really.
Well, I mean, no,
careful
we
with
could do it. You could just pour it. Like, dude, trust me. I've watched a lot of resin pouring videos. That's like my ASMR shit. Like,
it. So we're
watching
just
people-
fucking the side of a tree.
Yeah. No, like when people like pour.
Not that red.
Yeah. Like. I mean, technically, I have been watching a lot of maple syrup making videos. So
That's
yes,
Canadian
that
porn.
resin.
So
No, a lot of like acrylic resin pouring where people pour tabletops or they'll pour like figurines or they'll pour dice. Like a lot of the dice stuff that I send to the group chat or when I am showing when we're talking about D&D shit. It's just acrylic poured and they put it in a vacuum chamber to pull all the bubbles out and it just makes some really, really cool shit. But and it'll pull all the air out of the bud or so it'll fill the whole joint. I mean, yeah, the weed will be in there, but any air that's in there, we could get out if we had a vacuum chamber. So the whole thing would be like, it would look pretty fucking dope. Just like a display
down.
piece.
and we could hang it on the wall or something.
So yeah, that's something we should do. Like, I would be totally down to do it.
You know they'll do it again where we could get another one.
Oh yeah,
That's like not
dude.
that
Here's the thing.
dry.
We'll dip it, and we'll take it up to them, and we'll let them take pictures of it and everything like that. And they'd be like,
Can we
"This
get
is a
enough?
T-Nugs thing."
Can we get enough
And then we'll
heat
buy
to dip
another
it
one.
into?
And then
Yeah.
they might be like, "Hey, yeah, we'll give you a little DC."
Hey,
We need to moisten enough and then get a big tub of keef.
Just no, we need to get resin
Dip it right in
first and paint it with
Yeah.
resin, and then roll it in some hash or some keef, and then we have this
Some
giant
moon-
baseball bat.
Get a huge thing of moon rock.
I mean, that's essentially what we just turned that joint into.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
that'd
know.
be cool.
No, that
I'm
was-
down.
no,
I'm
I
down
That'll
for
be
it.
Elon's next spaceship right there.
I definitely want to dip that, like make that a resin cap. That would be super dope. But yeah, another, off topic, on topic. I don't know. The show, it's absurdity. We're
Yeah,
here.
it's all good.
Well, let's hear about your near-death experience this week.
Oh
Jake.
yeah. So on Sunday I had decided to go out to my parents' property to help them clear out an area of the woods so we can start trenching.
If you're not from the Northeast Oklahoma region, it was a heat index of 109 on Sunday.
Yeah, in Chelsea it was 110 heat index.
Hell yeah.
I went there under the assumption that we are just going to lounge in chairs and drink some alcohol. So I bring 2 lounge chairs, a 6-pack of like those Jack Daniels flavored drinks. I forget what they're actually
There's
called.
like a Coke. There's like a cherry one. I don't know.
Yeah, and then a 6-pack of Smirnoff Ices.
Sugar baby.
So I'm like, all right, we'll just lounge around, shoot the shit, drink these. Well, I come up and bring holding both of them, and they tell me like, oh, okay, just go ahead and put them in the fridge. I go inside. My mom comes in and starts telling me about what we're about to do today. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's not what I signed up for.
But, so I got distracted by the extremely muscular arm that pulled up on your screen.
Yeah.
I was looking for it. I was like, Jesus, God, that's so veiny. It's a physical arm, not like a metaphorical arm. It's
It's like you get veiny.
like me after my heat stroke. So we go ahead and go out. We go outside. I've already had 3 Smirnoff Ices while inside talking to my mother. And I put all the alcohol into the cooler. We grab a chainsaw. We grab a weed eater. We grab a metal blade for the weed eater for later on. And we have a rake to clear out all the leaves and brush and everything. So we start cutting down the trees that are directly in the path, cutting up their roots at the base, and cutting down any little saplings coming up in the area. And then I'm taking the weed eater, mowing it down all the way, and then raking all the stuff out of the way. I'm doing this for about an hour and a half until I take my first break. And I'm like, yeah. And then I sit down, have another Smirnoff Ice, and
Not
then
water?
no, and then I grab a water, After that, I drink a water. I think I open up a second one and drink like half of it, then put it down. And I think at that point I changed out the wire from the weed eater to the metal blade to start cutting down more of the little saplings to kind of get them out of the way, and some of the thicker brush farther off into the land. And all of a sudden, the entire ground just started to wobble left and right repeatedly, like just every couple of seconds, kept on switching sides. My head got extremely light, so I put down the weed eater, put it on the ground. My dad's like, "Hey, so what are you about to do?" I'm like, "I'm not touching anything right now." And I go to sit down in the chair, and when I sit down in the chair, my entire vision just switches. Everything becomes black and orange, and I can't see past like 5 feet in front of me, like where the tree line is, and like a little bit like past my knees. Everything else is just black, and everything very close to me is black and orange. And then my vision's like flickering in and out, and then things start turning like green and white. And it's hard to explain it. It was like alternating pixels where like it lit up over here and then that would go dark and then it lit up over here, like just enough, like almost like Predator vision. Like you don't really see anything clearly. And I can see just far enough to see my parents, so what we were building out there once we cut down the trees was a log bridge. So we were using the logs from the trees, cutting them 6 feet, and then taking long ones to screw into the side to hold it. As I'm walking up to them, I see them flip it to its side and then flip it over to go over this little stream they have. And I ask them if they need any help, and they both look at me and go, "Jake, you need to sit down." And I turn around and I go, "Oh, okay." And then vision blacks out completely, and I hit the ground full speed, just right on my face. Blacked out for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then come back to my dad, like squeezing a water bottle into my face and my neck. And my skin was turned completely pale. My lips turned purple. And it took me a couple minutes to be able to stand up, and it took me another couple minutes to fully get my vision back. It took me over 24 hours to like fully get my head to stop painfully throbbing.
Oh, you had
and to get my
stroke.
perfect and to get my balance back.
Full on heat stroke.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was
You probably won't be able to do that shit ever again. Because one of my cousin's husband had a heat stroke, and he can't handle the heat at all.
Oh, well,
ever. Today
I did a like 30-35 minute boxing session, and then I went out and did a 4-mile jog.
Well, you're fine.
I think I was just short of a heat stroke.
Yeah, you might have been.
I think I was just lucky enough
You
to.
probably had a little bit of brain damage, but not that much.
I think it was just like on verge of severe dehydration in the brain.
Yeah.
I think it was more the alcohol than anything.
No water.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Drinking
that
a
much alcohol.
diuretic with no water.
Yeah.
It was a great
And that
time.
shit's sugary too.
Yeah.
On
So
top of that.
much
Oh, also we
sugar.
smoked weed.
Yeah.
Don't blame it on the. That had nothing.
No. I'm just saying that's more dehydration.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Take a more.
Yeah, none
water.
of it helped. But again, I had started drinking under the assumption I was not working.
Drink more water.
And then we had found out we were working, and I was like, okay, like that. Because we were, like, I was only working for like 2 hours.
No, it doesn't take long, dude.
And also, like, of everything I've ever done, like, I have been drinking and, like, played sports.
Yeah.
Or done that and go for runs.
But you
I have
also-
never had, like, that fast, that much of an issue.
How much? Okay, what did you do Saturday? You did a whole bunch of psychedelics.
I did take 7 grams of mushrooms, yes.
And then
But I drank water after that. Well, probably not enough.
no, probably not enough.
Because I didn't eat or drink for like 6 hours while I was just like enjoying the lake and the breeze. Just chilling there listening to music.
But
It was
no,
very
like,
pleasing though. But yeah, I probably
you were probably super dehydrated going into it. Drank a bunch of
Probably.
alcohol. Like if your piss wasn't clear, you were dehydrated, bruh. But nah, like
it was fun.
I'm glad you didn't die. Glad you're still here.
Again, for I was going to go into the thing about like I'm very underwhelmed by the majority of things in my life, like accomplishments or near-death experiences. Like all of it's like very, like it doesn't phase me, and I don't understand what that is or why that is. But like when I got my first car, I was like, oh, cool. Like the I can't think of any other achievements at the moment.
Anything he does, he feels unsatisfied.
But like I feel I guess unsatisfied
or
but,
unfazed.
because my brain's like you did it, like good job, but it like there's no emotion to it where I'm like, okay, like cool, next thing.
Look up a book, How to Do the Work.
How to do the work.
Give it
All
a
right,
read.
we're gonna go around the table, and next is Cam. What have you done inspired from psychedelics? Like one thing that you're proud of that was totally inspired from a psychedelic experience. Like something that you've created or something that you've thought of or something, you know what I mean?
I really will
have something for you.
attribute a psychedelic experience to, making me who I am. Like, here's
That's
the
a
thing.
big one.
No, like it
That's the big
was my first like heavy dose of mushrooms. I was like 20. No, I was like 19, 20. I was still like, well, it might have been, no, it was even before that. It was like 18, because it was not too long after Harrison died, so I was like 18. So yeah, it was right out of high school. Okay, so throughout high school, if you knew me, I still am a jerk, but to an extent. But no, I was a prick. I mean, I was the funny guy, but like I was kind of a prick. I was like big jock dude, like very, like, I don't know, man. I said shit I regret saying. I mean, that's growing up, is like,
Yeah.
looking back at it. But no, like I thought I was gonna play like college football. I thought I was gonna do all these things, like a completely different life path. And I was very like had to be the center of attention all the time. If I wasn't getting that praise, if I wasn't, being congratulated or anything like that, no, like I felt like I had to have it. So I was obnoxious all the time, like all over the top obnoxious.
You would do anything to get it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what you're saying.
Yeah, like I would do anything to get attention. But like first time doing shrooms was like, kind of opens you up to the idea of everything is what it is, and you play your part in it. And you can play. I mean, it's I don't know. It's like you can pick what road you want to go. Everybody can do that. But everybody is the same at this. Like, we're all people. We're all just bags of meat type of thing. It's been something that kind of took me from. I mean, I still everyone enjoys attention for their creations, for their things like that. But it's like it was that like first spark that has like continued to evolve my personality each time I do it. So that's really like what I really do believe in, like the magical properties of it, because once it opens up something, it can give you a little bit every time to what you need or what you like. Dude, there are times when I'm depressed when I take them, and like it starts out and it. You're in a bad spot and you feel dirty, you feel gross, it feels tainted. And that taint,
To say you're coming like that.
yeah
Yeah.
when I when I need it, I can use that as like the spring. It sucks because bad trips happen and it's not necessarily a good time, but it's still a shroom time. And you get really, really introspective. And
you start
really,
thinking really
really try to get to the root of what is causing you this pain, because there are times where mental anguish becomes physical pain. But no, like it plays a big part in making me who I am. Like I don't know.
So you're saying it kind of gave you the freedom of, instead of being who you have to be, you can be who you want to be.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
it almost feels like a reconstruction.
Yeah, no.
Like you're sitting there, you're looking at it, and you're like this can be moved. This needs to be like adjusted more. Like we can kind of start taking this out. Like you kind of like when I was doing it for those, what was it, like 4 hours that I just sat there, just in a chair, just listening to music. I was going into like, it was the first time where I could sit down and I wasn't thinking about a single thing in the past. I wasn't thinking about anything in the future. Like I was thinking about right now, and I was thinking about my problems, but every time I thought about it, it didn't have the negative connotation to it. It didn't have that negative emotion when I thought about it. It gave me the ability to think about it without my brain like hurting itself in the process. And it was giving me a good way to think about like my anxiety and me like clinging on to things, because I'm very bad at letting things go in all manners. And I like cling on to things because like I realize that everything I try to do is I want to have people feel better. Like I hate seeing people that don't want to get better in any way, but they know they're in a bad spot. And I'm one of the first people that would be like, how can I help you? What do you need? But then if I like, a bad habit is if I don't see them like even attempting to take any advice, even though they're asking for advice, or if they're asking for some help, like some money, a place to stay, someone to vouch for them for something, I would be the first one to hop onto it. But if they're like not going through with anything and I'm giving them like as much as I can within a certain amount of time, I just give up and I'm just like, I can't do anything for you. I always want to in some way help people, and it makes me feel great to be able to know that like even just like one day I made somebody's day. Like anytime someone's like, thank you, I really needed that, it makes my entire day.
Make yourself feel that way though, man, because you focus, like that's a big part of your I'm not trying to like psychoanalyze you from a chair, because I'm not. But at the same time, like you put so much effort into other people, and and you do put effort into yourself, but there are times where you need to put more effort into you. And like there are people who have been in situations and they maintain that status in that situation, and they've been in that situation for so long, and they've been in that situation for so long for a reason. Like that's a judgment of character. Like, yeah, I'm not saying to ruin people's day, and I'm not saying, but reaching out to everyone that asks for a hand, like reaching back is not sustainable for you. I'm very surprised. I think it's because of that like green glass, that's magic green glass.
Magic.
Because that's what it does, is it takes away time from focusing on you. It's a thing that it's a coping mechanism that I am guilty of in my past, where it's easier for me and it's more comforting for me to get tied up in someone else's problems, because then I don't have to think about my own problems. And then you do get to that point where you're like, man, this person is driving me crazy, I'm done. And that's part of it. Like it's like an avoidant attachment style, because you want that attachment, but then it's sometimes too much, and that's the problem. Is it's a problem with knowing beforehand when it's going to be too much.
Yeah, and while I was talking to myself, because the majority of when I was talking was like me basically whispering to myself, and I was telling myself like let these things go, like you're anxious because you never stop thinking about either what happened in the past or what's going on in the future. Like, let go of that. And I was trying to tell myself, like, listen, all of the problems you have can be solved in this moment. Like, and
But
no
they
matter,
can be solved.
and also it was and I'm still believing this is like, I've never not made it through a situation, so why would I not be able to make it through this situation?
Exactly.
Because I have a weird thing where, like, I'm very, like, I have an idea that if I need to, I can do things, like, extremely well and get through anything. Like, I'm very resilient, but for some reason, like, I think it's just because I haven't had what feels like a quote-unquote win in a while. So it feels like trying to attempt something, I'm already going into it with a mindset of like, oh, I'm probably going to fuck this up.
Set small goals, get small wins often.
Y'all took that shit to a whole nother level of where I was gonna take it. I was just gonna say that I made Flaw our
That was your that's your
D&D
greatest creation.
podcast. Well, not my great, just one that I'm proud of recently.
I love that. But no, like that's I don't know, like that. I try not to be a wook about it and try and oh man, let's do these streams, because I mean, there is as like. I don't know. I'm non-religious, but I'm super fucking spiritual, and it's part of the magic that is the universe. It is a gift, and yeah, there have been times where I rip on shrooms just to get fucked up and just to trip with homies and have a good time and just goof. But there's also the time where it's a tool for me to reach my next thought process, to reach my next plane, and when it does, like, it's Luke and I have talked about this often, and it is kind of like a saying amongst shroom users and I guess the shroom community as a whole, but like when you're looking for them, like shrooms come to you, like the opportunity to do good shrooms, especially in our age growing up, it was like, yeah, you could hunt them out, but like when shrooms came to you, it was with a purpose. Like it was there. Like you needed to either solve some shit. You needed to. It was like
it always is.
It's like a time. Like, and that's why I try not to. Like, yeah, there are times where I'm like, dude, I would love to trip every week. I would love to trip every, just to do it, like once a week, just to do it.
But you gotta give it time.
But the thing is it's not. It loses its
potency.
Well, it loses its potency, but that kind of detracts from like the magic. It loses what it's trying to tell you. The more it's like you're getting the noise so often that it's becoming more noise. You're not actually able to pick it out. But like every once in a while when a heavy dose comes to you, it's when you need to take it, and it's when you've gone months without. Like there have been times where I've gone before my big dose this last year, it was like 2 years. Like, no, a year and a half since my good trip. It was like right before COVID. So, but no, it's like when it happens like when you get a big dose and you're just like, all right, I'm just going to do a heroic dose. It's just like, oh, I needed that heroic dose to.
That's funny you mentioned though, like saying when they come to you, it's when you needed it or whatever, because when I made Flaw, I had every intention of being like a spiritual experience, like shutting all the lights off and everything. But then something came over me to like text Sean and like just see what the boys are doing and tell them, because I think it was my birthday.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo, what's up, y'all? I'm tripping balls or whatever. And Sean's the only one that was like, yo, what you trying to do? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, trying to make a D&D character. I was like, okay,
let's do it.
Yeah, I'll say like
that sounds so trivial, like it's because
but no, like
that's why you said that. But at the same time, when I think about it, it's like if I didn't make that character, like it was supposed to be for his shit.
Yeah,
we never ended up doing that one. But I had that on standby whenever you guys reached out to me and were like, yo, you know about D&D, right? You want to play? And I'm like, I already got a character.
No, and that's the thing is like, your creation, not only has it became important to you, but it became important to all of us, and not only in an artistic sense, but in a like I said, I love playing D&D with y'all. It's a fucking blast, and that's
Isn't that
really
weird
cool.
though. Like I would have never thought in that moment that I made some weird myconoid dwarven paladin.
Just whatever.
That anyone would care about it, or it would have any sort of relevance to anything.
Dude, there's a lot of people. I mean, a ridiculous amount, in my opinion, of people that care about it.
It's insane, bro.
Do you just look like the Hunchback with mushrooms on your back?
He's clean now. If you listen to our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Before I feel like I would look like matted and like just dirt patch.
I'm just imagining you just walking with a cane.
Yeah. He had like
cane.
He had like nappy dreads, a cane, like just gritty grind.
Like one of the little nasty motherfuckers from Dark Souls.
Hey, who you calling nasty?
You call it.
Yeah, now you're
Breaking
gorgeous.
6 walls right now. Holy shit.
It's natural, not nasty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well now
guys.
you're gorgeous. Now
I'm ready to play. I know this is.
Let's go again. Let's go now. Dice.
Let's just play D&D right now.
But I will say, like,
I will call Cameron.
the first time
he's in chat. You don't need to call him.
Cameron, you ready to play?
Get out of here!
Spoiler, GK.
Hey, guess who else is here?
Who else is
Thaddeus Allen.
What up, Thaddeus Allen?
They say, how's that secret weapon doing for you?
Oh,
How's it? It's great for me.
Money.
We'll do another shout out. Shout out to
Shout out to
T-Nugs.
T-Nugs.
Thanks for supplying the medication.
Best medicine in town.
Hell yeah, we recommend you to all our friends, anybody with a
homies.
card.
Speaking
Hell
of,
yeah. Thanks for
let me
tuning
see
in.
that. Let me see
There you
that.
go. Yeah.
Thanks. Oh my gosh.
The unofficial sponsor of our podcast.
Pretty much the unofficial sponsor.
T-Nugs.
they could be official though.
If you're a medical patient in Claremore, check them out. Because they're awesome. Too good for Jake.
Too good for Jake.
I'm a good boy right now. I'll do it near the end so I can be comfy.
I like the little.
But I want to be able to talk for a little bit.
Cool.
But I will say, so my first time taking shrooms was one of the first times where I felt like genuinely happy in a long time.
No, it's magic.
There was no longer issues. Everything around me, the trees, the grass, music, everything was beautiful. I'm literally sitting there in an oversized hoodie, covering my face because I can't stop giggling.
Sometimes you gotta laugh.
And I went inside, listened to music, danced around, and it was very pleasing.
I don't often listen to music when I'm tripping.
I try not to.
I try to, if I'm gonna be, especially if I'm just sitting, I won't listen to music. I definitely won't.
I'll put on nature sounds before I put on music.
Well, that's the thing is like most of the time I trip, I'm in nature, so I'm already.
Why do you think I wanted
Well,
to
see,
be
yeah,
at your
that's
place?
but that's also your meditation style.
Yeah, like it's like that's where. I don't know. I think that there's
anyone's meditation.
I think
it should be everyone's
I think that's the thing
meditation
about
style.
shrooms is to if you. It's not like that sounds like super fucking shamanistic, but like to go into the woods, to go back to an animalistic habitat, to get barefoot and just like feel the earth, to actually cling to it because it that's what it is, man. I guess like.
It is a very weird connectivity, like when you have bare feet in the dirt.
It's
plants between your
this
toes.
shit has been around since like literally the dawn of man, if you believe in the Stone Ape theory. But also before that, it's like fungus has been here since the beginning, and it's been part of it. It's like we are taking.
Yeah, dude. There's theories that say animals evolved from fungus.
Well, did you hear about a bunch of
animals.
A bunch of
Every
podcasts
animal.
have been talking about this, but there was a study that took 14 years of decoding the Dead Sea Scrolls, and they found out that the oldest term for Christ is a mushroom covered in God's semen.
Which is honey, baby.
That was, and that's the dead.
fermented
Yeah,
honey.
that was the first iteration of
No,
Christianity.
seriously.
So that's crazy.
Nah,
Yeah, no, that's
And if you take mushrooms, I mean, sometimes it feels like you feel something. Like
that's the related cultures. Fermented mead from fermented honey, which was shroom laced, baby.
if you want to listen
Did
to,
you know that?
dude. Okay, so I've been wanting to make mead, like
Uh-huh.
mad crazy lately. Like I want to make a batch of mead, but
Oh, and the wine from Rome, where it had psychedelics in
yeah,
it.
I wanna. I want to make some psychedelic mead. How? But the dosage would be so weird. I guess I would have to. Let's just fucking go,
a
baby.
ritual.
Let's just
It's
see
a
what
ritual.
happens. Let's just
Stay
No,
tuned
no.
for next episode.
Have you ever seen a dosage in a ritual? It's just.
It's just there.
Have you
It's
seen
what
the goat's blood?
Yeah, you know what a dosage is.
That's what they were thinking about for the burning bush as well. Was
It's all rough measurements.
where it was like I forgot what the bush is, but it's like a bush that
spray?
like gives you a
Well, that ain't
psychedelic
no
experience.
fine
Well,
measurement.
no, like where
A
they had the
spray.
burning bush at, wasn't it like? I'm not saying the bush was on fire. I'm saying that there was a natural gas from the earth that came up there that when it was huffed, like when you breathed it a lot, you would have hallucinations.
Well, also okay, so there
That
was
actually was
There's a
there
fart.
they did have they figured out that a lot of oracles would have their like their whatever you call
Yo,
it.
we got 5
you
viewers.
you awesome.
Yeah, they would.
Oh yeah, you're awesome too.
You
Thanks
guys
for
at home
watching.
listening.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.
Thanks all 5
Appreciate
of
it.
you.
Yeah,
guys
love
are
you
awesome.
guys. But they found out that a lot of these places were on top of gas vents.
Yeah.
So they were huffing the gases from the earth and then having these visions like you're talking about. And they probably died at like 27.
Exactly. Why do you think like in so like in 300 they had the oracle that was like floating in the air?
Yeah, she
Like
was
that-
sniffing shit.
Yeah, she was just like she was young, and that's why they had to have like young virgins to do it all the time because they
She's
would
on
die
that
so young.
gas.
Ripping that.
She's on that gas.
Oh my gosh, the times.
They just wanted someone that was hot.
The earth be farting and you be
What?
tripping.
I mean, we use it. We use a lot of it in our daily life, but like, I don't know if it'll make us trip. Will it? It'll just make us go crazy and murder
I'm
our
gonna
whole
try
families.
DMT.
What?
Just gas in general.
Gas?
Yeah. It's like
So,
lead paint in the walls.
if you want to hear somebody like really go into like multiple trips that kind of helped him get
I'm
through
breathing
things,
it now.
then
Oh, no.
go listen to a Joe Rogan and Neil Brennan interview. Very good interview. He goes into how he had severe depression all of his life, and he felt like no feeling from success, where he was just like going just through his life, just being like, oh, okay, next thing.
So what you're
And-
saying is Joe Rogan is full of gas.
He is, and he physically breathed it into his mouth, lips to
Earth gas.
lips.
The
The earth gas.
That earth
gas.
It was a really good interview, and then like that, his depression was cured. But no, go listen to it. It was a great interview. It was very insightful on like his experience. It was lovely. You get to see him
you-
open mouth kiss.
Can you
Beautiful.
imagine Moses trying to tell anybody about the burning bush? He's like, so, you guys ever... Of course you haven't seen a burning bush. I'm the only one that's ever seen a burning bush, right?
I
And
know. I
the-
saw it. You were up
Yeah,
there on the
the
top of
guy-
the mountain breathing that gas.
The
for a
one,
while.
yeah, the one guy was like, nah, dude, that bush, yeah, it's always on fire. What are you talking about? It's like,
But the thing is,
It was
with
actually the coal
Moses
mine.
and that one guy in the crowd. They were both still high on the gas, so they're just incoherently at each other, and that's why they could understand each
It
other.
happened at the same time that that tower went down. You know.
Oh my god! But I mean, it's like how you get like mass hallucinations and stuff like that because where placement
That's-
was, and
yeah, that's what was written on the tablets, was just gobbledygook. And he's like, don't kill each other. Don't steal my shit. Or anybody else's either.
yeah, that's the little Ten Commandments.
I mean, Christianity in medieval times, where they had it in Latin and they didn't teach the public Latin, where they didn't know how to like read anything.
Hey, no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No one,
Nope.
and it's still coming.
Not even the
motherfuckers.
Spaniards.
The Spaniards.
It's just one day
Yeah.
they just get it.
I inquisit for an inquisition. We must. For Christ.
I want to watch Monty Python.
Yeah, right.
Which one was that? That's the one with the funny walks. I forget the name of that one.
I think that was just Flying Circus.
That
wasn't it?
that was just
The one that was the name.
not the popular one.
No, that one's the
not the
Holy
Wasn't
Holy
it
Grail.
history?
Grail.
Wasn't it like?
No, that wasn't from the Holy Grail.
No, I'm talking about. It was the one with the funny walks group. I don't remember the name of that movie. They did another one that was in a different. That was only in French, I think.
I don't know.
Cause I was going through all theirs because I had the one that was like a weird. Was that the Monty Python one? I think it was a different one. It was like all 2D.
You need to have some knights that say knee in our D&D podcast.
No, I think that's like copywritten. I'd have to write like make some
Well,
knights.
You think they would
say-
copyright that?
Knights that say PP.
Knights that say pee pee pee. Yo, we're the knights that say pee 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 pee.
Or small PP. They just say small PP.
PP.
Small PP.
Small pee pee.
Small PP.
Oh, pee-pee.
That's some 12
We are the knights who say small PP. Small PP.
That's all they say. That's like
We are now the knights who say small dickius.
Dickies.
Oh, what is it from that movie where it was like, are you risen when I say biggest dickus?
I don't think it's from that.
It's not from that one. It's from. God, I'm so bad at the names of movies. That's also it's obviously Monty Python.
I think my favorite
He has a
moment
lisp,
from
too.
that is the first time they encounter the troll at the bridge and they ask them their favorite color.
Do you find it risible?
What is your favorite color?
Red. No, blue.
Now you, what is your favorite color? Green. Or no, he gets a different question, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets a
About the
whole
Or he asks him about the swallow.
Yeah.
That was the third one.
What
And then,
is the airspeed velocity of an unladen African swallow? Or of an
He
unladen
asked
swallow?
him that to
Yeah.
with him, right?
No, he
he corrects him. He's like,
he says,
"Whoa."
Oh no, he corrects him. Yeah,
no,
no.
yeah, he says African or European,
Yeah.
and then he goes,
Is it
No.
African
What's the
swallow or
difference? What's the
European
yeah,
swallow?
he said,
What's the difference?
and he goes into it.
God. Those.
Oh, yeah.
I fully believe that those movies will never get old until we just have holograms.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they're, because even today, like the humor isn't terrible, and also it's still really creative.
No, that was just
Some
Flying
people
Circus.
hate it. Some
The
people
Spanish one?
absolutely. Hate it.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
a lot of people don't like British humor.
I love it. It's so.
I don't know. There's a lot. I think it's a
has a
niche
taste.
taste because it's like I like Monty Python. I like Simon Pegg. His
I like John Carr.
His like whole.
Yeah.
I don't even know what his like. I remember it's got a name, but I can't remember what it is. But like the one that's like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and there's one more, and it's like the trio of movies written by him and some other guy.
Yeah.
But I like that. But like I don't care for like a lot of other European television. Like people like Downton Abbey, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
no. People like I don't even like Doctor Who.
No.
There's a lot of it.
No,
Like
dude, it's too slow.
I definitely don't like the European Office because I don't like The Office. It's
I mean,
I tell my friends that,
It's
and they
better
get
than
so
it's
angry.
better than the British one or the
Ricky
American one.
Gervais is the only reason why I would watch The
Yeah.
Office. Let's be real.
But I don't know.
They say the American version is supposed to be the better version, but again,
That's
I don't like
subjective.
either. I don't like that kind of cringy humor, and some people love it.
I think people in the UK would disagree that the first one was the best one.
Yeah, but people in Slovenia says that the American version's better.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
It's wherever.
The only
it's
thing
whatever
that's
you like.
not subjective is that
And the
Ricky
Irish.
Gervais is funny as
He's
fuck.
funny as fuck. Oh my god,
That is tough.
Let's get him on.
you fucking bigot!
Yeah, I'll hit him up on Twitter. Get him in the
Let's get
DM.
I need to
Let's
watch
get him.
his latest special. Apparently, his latest special got some heat for it.
We could just do
Understandably,
some.
but-
We could just do some like
We could do. Here's what we'll do. We'll get a picture of Ricky Gervais.
yeah, some
And we'll
late
just
night
Photoshop
shit.
Record-
like some old Conan
Yeah.
O'Brien shit.
Do some old
Like-
school impressions.
Like no. We'll just get a picture of Ricky Gervais. We'll put it like on a green screen,
Yeah.
and we'll just do the lips. We'll
Yeah.
just find a Ricky Gervais filter. Like, you know the Conan sketches I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like where it's just the lips of that person. It's just the face. It'd be Conan doing
it's
the.
the same
Yeah.
guy every time.
Yeah,
too,
just doing the
the
different-
voiceover.
Yeah, so we'll just do some shit like that.
always some guys like half Mexican.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I want to see if I can find this guy.
That's
to
the
give him
guy
a
who did
shout
the
out.
Rottweiler puppet. I don't know if you remember that
Oh yeah,
skit on
that
Conan.
was,
It's the same dude from Conan.
what was the dog's name? Oh my god.
Oh
So-
yeah, I don't know.
So real quick, if you do actually want to
Chico
see,
or something like that.
if you want to see those kind of like face-overs that are extremely funny, look up Kyle Dunnigan on YouTube. He does it very good. He does a Sylvester Stallone one for like live streams. with a guy named
That's pretty good.
Dirk. What the fuck was his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. But he does a lot of. He did a Johnny Depp for the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. He's done Jack Nicholson a lot. He's done some. I think he's done some Trump. Yeah, he's done a lot of Trump and Biden. His Biden one's fucking hilarious. He did an entire like TV series, and it was just top notch. He did almost everybody in it. Where he did what's the little twink's name that's Republican? That's like has no emotion.
Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro. Thank you for getting that first try.
Fuck
He did a Ben Shapiro face. So he does him. He does Biden. He does the leader of China. He does Biden's son.
Let's get Ricky Gervais on the show to make fun of fucking what's his name?
Anybody.
Anyone. Everyone.
I just want him to send us a
Ben
video.
Shapiro, specifically.
Ben Shapiro, yeah. Ben Shapiro.
Get Ricky Gervais to
Yeah.
make
He's gonna be like, he's actually my best friend. Like, I love the guy.
Oh, fuck that.
That would be so
You
funny.
would not.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
so who's got
Here's
a
what we got.
million
I think Ben
dollars?
Shapiro's kind of funny.
Yo, will you tweet it at Ricky Gervais?
Yo, I'll tell him to sniff my toes.
No, like, yo, Ricky Gervais, do
Trying
you want
to
to
come
come on
hate.
our podcast and rip on Ben
Trying
Shapiro?
to come throw some hate.
Yeah, I'll ask him if he can send me a video of him shitting on Ben Shapiro for us. Because I don't think we're going to catch him for a podcast.
We don't
But
even
he
have
might
to
take
air
a
it. We'll just record it.
he might take a 5-second video for me. We'll see.
You want to give me a 5-second clip of you ripping on Ben Shapiro
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
my
right.
podcast?
Remote. We'll get him on Discord.
That would be awesome.
Is Ricky
I
Gervais
mean, he did it for
photo
the
just on
Fallon
Twitter
show.
still?
What?
I'm sure,
Ricky
yeah.
Gervais. Okay.
Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah,
It's Ricky.
Elon Musk's the owner.
yeah, he
now.
ain't getting kicked off of Twitter.
What?
Elon Musk is the owner now.
No, he's
of
not.
Twitter. I know. I'm just.
He
I'm just,
they actually backed out and he lost quite a bit of money.
I'm just spreading fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah,
I like it.
Misinformation.
part of the problem. Yep.
Part of the problem. Part of the problem. Part of the problem. So I've been seeing a circulating meme amongst my Facebook pages here lately, and it is one side it is Keem's little hunched over Doge, and he's got like full studio in his room, and he's got his guitar in his hand, and his head is like down, and he looks sad because he's Keems. And he says, "I wish I was talented enough to release my music." And then the next panel was 3 like Chad Doges, and it said podcasters, and the tagline was, "So the cashier at the grocery store the other day was taking forever," and then the 2 guys were like, "Oh shit." The other guy goes, "I fucking hate that." And then he goes, "Yeah, she even saw that I had ice cream." And then, "Oh shit, I fucking hate that." And I was just like, that's podcasting, baby.
Oh yeah, I was screaming at a lot of podcasts on Twitter. Every time they made a post, I'd be like, "You think you're better than us? We have nothing, and we're better for it."
But nah, it's
I had a lot of. I want to look at these because I had some. I literally was just on Twitter yelling at people for like no joke like 4 hours.
just doing it.
Just fucking doing it.
Well, what's up with you, big guy? How are you doing?
Good.
How's your week been?
Just finished editing the podcast.
Ooh,
The other podcast.
the other podcast.
Did you finish it finally?
I have not finished it yet. I went home yesterday, made dinner, and just like vegged. I need it. My brain was fried yesterday, man.
Yeah. I don't think this one's gonna need real music. You probably do with shit that's already made. Maybe.
Recycle some
Maybe.
beats.
Just maybe one moment might.
I mean,
So-
you get like some like little flourishes. Nothing like
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
song, right?
So if anyone wants to read funny tweets throughout the day, you can hear things like, "I'm going to bed now. I will leaveth thee a single cat girl NFT. Hold on to that. It'll be worth something in the upcoming years."
So if you want to hear a crazy man ramble on our Twitter, just follow
Yeah.
our Twitter at Absurditee69.
"I'm here for comedy and blatant rivalry. Fuck you, Wendy's. You're too goddamn delicious. How dare you?"
Oh man,
I tried to
where we
find.
sitting at?
What are we sitting at? I'm sitting
Minutes?
mostly Claremore, Oklahoma.
Huh?
Minutes, views, what?
No, we're sitting at like
Mentally,
mentally anything.
physiologically,
Any
whatever the
stats?
fuck that means.
Give me some stat.
What?
What you doing?
Guys, how long have we been live?
Yeah.
Almost an hour.
Huh?
Almost an hour.
Ah, that answers the question. Well, I don't know. I want to pull up some news, but it's so hard to sift through all the negative news in the world right now.
You know what's some awesome news?
Tell me some awesome news.
Until Dawn just released their new game called The Quarry.
You talked
4
about,
days ago.
You talked about this briefly. I
4
wish we
days
had
ago.
like a pull up of the.
That was the company that was doing
can do
the
that.
My Dark whatever.
Oh.
Yeah,
the episodic, like they had an episodic,
yeah. It was like the My Dark
whatever it was.
something Chronicles or the Chronicles of Narnia or
What?
someone. I know
I don't think
someone
it was
knows what it
Chronicles
is. It's
I remember the first one was Man of Sedan, not
Yeah.
Sedan, Man of Medan.
but yeah.
I think that was.
But no, we've talked about their back catalog. We've played their back catalog, but let's talk about their new upcoming title. Actually, it's out now. It
The
came out last
Quarry.
week. I'm actually going to probably pick it up when I get paid. But nah, let's let's see what this says. Let's see what this says. I like the art. Very Stranger Things-esque.
Yeah, it's very campfirey.
Is this? And you said this is the first time this is like a AAA release? Oh yeah, it's 2K.
Yeah.
You won't believe what you'll become. It's late summer in the remote forests of upstate New York, and the teen counselors at Hackett's Quarry have the camp to themselves for one final night. That means no kids, no adults, and no rules. In this thrilling cinematic tale, you control the fates of 9 camp counselors as their party plans unravel into unpredicted night of horror. With life or death decisions around every turn, the choices you make will determine how the story unfolds.
Guys, I need to be a voice actor. I just need to do voiceovers. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, look at that. Look at it. It's
Look at the
beautiful.
art.
Yeah,
I
it's.
could be the next Fallout ghoul.
You could be next.
What are you looking at, smooth skin? Never
Can you
seen a
read the
ghoul before.
cast?
Huh?
Can you read the cast?
Yeah. So we have Chris, played by Dave Arquette. Laura, played by. I know there's a way. to-
Siobhan?
No, that's not how you pronounce it.
Siobhan?
I'm gonna just butcher it.
That's
Sidon?
fine.
Siobhan Williams.
Hmm.
Max, played by Skylar Gisodon. Abigail, played by Ariel Winter.
From Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Caitlin, played by Brenda Song. From.
She's in so much shit.
Yeah,
Holy
she's great.
fuck.
I know none of these
She's
names.
great.
Did you ever watch The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
I did.
Yeah, you've seen.
She's the female.
She's not.
The rich
Paris Hilton?
bitch.
Yeah,
no,
she's
the
the
rich
rich
bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Emma,
theme,
played
her
by
videos.
House and Sage. Ryan, played by Justice Smith. It looks like Remy Malik, the character design kind of does.
It looks like some of them look like the original characters from the first game.
Dylan, played by Miles Robbins. Jacob, played by Zach Tinker.
And they're all modeled after the real people.
Travis, played by Ted Raimi.
What happened to the guy that looked like Richard Nixon?
He's not a crook.
He wasn't a crook.
Jedediah, played by Lance Henriksen. That's pretty cool. Bobby, played by Nathan Suppley.
He's a big neck.
He's got a long neck. Constance, played by Lynn Shay.
She has an old neck.
And Eliza, played by Grace Zabriskie.
She has an older neck, and she looks evil.
She looked crazy. Look at that eye.
I would
She
never
got a
trust
wonky
someone
eye.
named Eliza.
No, it looks so good.
That's the fortune teller.
Can't trust him.
I really want to watch the
And
trailer.
guess what
but
you
at
have to
home-
collect?
You gotta collect.
Tarot cards.
Think.
It brought back weird.
Yeah. And Eliza's
Not
running.
PTSD,
Eliza's running through
but-
the woods
D&D
with a
did it
knife,
first.
and if she catches you, she puts you on a hook.
Chaotic Stupid did it first.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm definitely gonna get this game. It looks really, really good.
Yeah.
The
From
cover
what
art
I've
has me
seen,
hooked.
It looks so
The
damn good.
the camp setting, always a classic vibe.
Yeah, summer camp.
Mhm.
Yeah.
hell, I might go home and watch.
Ton of good voice acting.
Shut
too.
up.
Yeah. No, I'm.
My brain flipped the switch.
Yeah, I can't remember what's the fucking name of the movie. Johnny Depp gets an arrow through his neck. They're at the summer camp. Is it?
What? I'll be honest, I haven't seen many Johnny Depp movies.
Oh my god, is it a Michael Myers movie?
So I was very confused because when I was in IT college, I had gotten a book for the course I was in, and the author of the book, that was like this thick about the test that I was supposed to be taking. The author said Mike Myers, and I was like, no fucking, like, no. He didn't make a coding book. I had to figure out that there was two different Mike Myers. I'm like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of
There's
Mike
probably
Myers,
like
but it's pretty good.
1,000 different Mike Myers.
I only found the two. mostly because I looked up the book and the name.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Jason. Friday the 13th, the very first Friday the 13th.
Oh,
yeah.
Like that. I like that vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
They were at summer camp.
They were at
yeah.
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yep.
I went through all the Freddy movies and they get really corny through the middle.
No, they do.
They
real rough.
get really bad.
It's like how the one with Pinhead, the Cenobites, Hellraiser. How the Hellraiser saga did. It got real weird.
I saw like glimpses of Pinhead when I was like really young, and I think I blacked out everything about the movie because I was scared as a child of it. So I'm like just looking at the images. I'm like, that's because I don't like needles. That's my thing. Like,
I mean, it is a terrifying.
it's like,
thing,
oh,
no matter which way you look.
I hate looking at it. I'm like,
Some of
oh.
the Cenobites are creepy.
Oh yeah, just disgusting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but it's I love it. It's so good.
You called. I came.
No, there's so. I read like
Just jerking off.
no the other day. I don't know why, but I was sitting in my car on my lunch break, and I ended up like reading the entire like plot of every movie and how they interlock. And I was just-
Hellraiser,
yeah, the
Oh.
whole Hellraiser saga, and I was just like,
or lack thereof, of
yeah,
how they make
it-
sense.
Yeah, it just was just like
I've done that with video games a lot, where I like
read the. I watch a lot like there's a lot of lore backstory.
I don't like to listen to a lot of lore because the ones I've listened to have been like they've been a little inaccurate. But so I try to like read up on it more, but then they could be equally inaccurate.
Yeah, it's just someone writing their own take on it. Like I watch. That's my thing is I'm super duper stoked about Elden Ring because now that we're a couple months away from it, like its release, I can watch so many
Bye-bye,
well-made
Corey.
lore videos.
Yeah, I'm on my third
Oh,
playthrough
I need to
of
bring up an
Inscription right
Elden
now.
Ring picture.
Of what?
I'm on my third playthrough of Inscription right now, trying to get all the lore from it.
I don't know what that game is.
We talked about it.
Let's play it right now on stream.
On stream, we'll stream it. We're gonna
could.
turn into an
We
actual
literally
gaming
could.
stream.
I'll say if you look up Inscription, it's a very
Click
interesting
of a
game.
button, 2 clicks of a button.
What was it called again?
Inscription, but with a
Inscription?
Y. So you said you played it, right?
Yeah, it's good.
I love it. I got onto like challenge 5 of
Oh, it's a
Casey's
deck
mod.
building game.
Yeah, but it's like the base game is so like it's like it is a deck building game, but at the same time it's very the lore is integrated into the game itself. So it kind of like breaks its own rules in certain ways. You can do things that you couldn't normally do with actual cards. You can sacrifice cards like to each other where it's permanently gone, but you get like that card's like some of their stats onto the next one you sacrifice to.
You can do. I
lot of
play.
different things. So fun.
I have it on Tower. Oh, Slay the Spire.
It's exactly like that for the first half of the game.
Okay.
And then it turns into a full-blown RPG
Mm-hmm.
card-based game.
Weird.
Yeah, it
It
takes a
is
huge.
bizarre.
It's also a puzzle game where like you can do
Yes.
puzzles.
Yeah,
You can
it's
stand up from
fucking
the
weird.
desk you're sitting at and do puzzles.
It's the most meta game that I've ever played that hasn't been like just so cheesy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unplayable, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's like it's like in the woods in a simulation in
Yeah.
the real
And
world.
there's found footage parts
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
It's
the-
weird.
you start
It's weird.
you start the game off and it's literally a dude recording on a
Yeah,
webcam,
it's
like
weird.
old school style, like floppy disk.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check this out.
Yeah.
It's so
There's so much
Or at
good
least one
shit.
of them like playthrough of it.
And then there's a lore built in that you like they don't even actually talk
Yeah,
about. There's a built-in lore that's not talked about at all.
Yeah, that's how Elden Ring is.
It's
Yeah.
so
So
it's
you'd
so
be right up
well.
your alley, yeah.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Especially checking out some lore on it because I always love a good lore video.
You know what sucks though, Luke, is that like once you beat the game and you go into Casey's mode, if you want to restart the game, like to restart the main story, you can't go back into Casey's mode until
I
you beat
know.
it again.
Yeah,
I reset it because I'm like, all right, I want to figure out more of the lore, and then
Yeah.
it deleted Casey's mode. I'm like,
I
no.
figured. 'Cause
You
it's
even
kinda
lose
how-
the challenges too. You have
Yeah.
to start.
I
Yeah,
kind of figured.
but it's like that's also built into it.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause that's,
roguelike.
that's what it showed you at the end of the first part too. It showed you what was happening with the game and how it.
The main
changed.
menu is the beginning of the lore.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's the weird thing is like the main menu is the beginning.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
I'm definitely gonna check it out then. Sounds
It's like the
right
new
up my alley.
Stanley Parable, where like the main
Yeah.
menu has its own storyline that you can do repeatedly. Get the new is it just deluxe Stanley Parable or is it super deluxe? It's one of those two, but the new Stanley Parable, very good, very funny. You can still do all of the original things, and then once you're done with those, you can then go into the DLC stuff that I believe comes with the game. Like it's just like added onto the main story.
Free add-ons.
Free
Gotta
add-on.
love 'em.
Because that's what this company does.
Yeah, viewers too. Check out the Quarry, which is a brand new fucking game dropped by the Until Dawn devs, and it's straight AAA, fucking awesome graphics.
I'm so excited about
Yeah,
it. I'm ready to
it's
get
good.
paid. I'm ready to get paid.
And same with Inscriptions. Cool little indie game made by one guy. Complete opposite thing, but it's a whole world in its of itself. So it's also cool.
And if you like weird shit like that, check out our other podcast, Chaotic Stupid, a quote-unquote D&D podcast.
I'll have to make the music by Friday because
Yeah.
it's dropping Friday.
Yeah,
Is it?
we're not
This
nerds.
Friday?
You're nerds.
Yes. Oh,
This Friday.
This
Yeah.
hot.
That's 14 days
14?
from when we dropped 14.
I guess it is. Time is a flat circle.
I know. I'm like, should be easy though.
Nah, it's good. It's always easy for
Yeah.
you, unless it's like. I mean, it wasn't like emotionally taxing episode.
Yeah, there's gonna be some sad music.
No, not yet. I mean, later it is.
No, I mean like comedically sad. Like it's gonna be happy, and then like because there's at the very beginning there's a lot of ups and down moments where it's like don't feel so bad.
Well, let's not ruin it for them. You guys can listen to it on Friday wherever you get your podcast. Also, give them where you can check us out, my guy.
All right. So obviously, congratulations, you made it here. You got YouTube. Woohoo! Absurd Entertainment. You're welcome.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah, congratulations. You're now officially smarter than your parents that don't know how to work cell phones. And then you can get us on all of the other social medias at Absurditee69.
Other than
Okay.
Facebook. Facebook is Absurd Entertainment.
that
We're
one's still
still
Absurd
getting people view us and follow us there. I understand that Facebook
Fine.
is a dead technology, but here we are.
For me, it's dead.
Yeah.
There's streamers that still do Facebook, and
No,
they
I
still
know,
get people.
but I'm just saying it. With our generation, like relying on Facebook so much with our
I just talked to
Yeah.
my grandparents.
exactly. There you go.
Long lost
Anywho,
relatives.
But
follow
if you
us
do,
on
find
the
us
socials.
at Absurd Entertainment.
Yeah.
On Facebook only.
Twitter, Instagram.
The rest of it was Absurd69.
What was our Patreon?
Patreon.
How the fuck do I upload shit to Patreon?
See,
I could just upload
I'll admit
that
this now.
episode.
I've never logged into our Patreon.
for
I've never
Kaylee.
logged into it either.
It's just-
I guess
Dog
you'll-
is the man with the info, so I guess. Yeah.
Alright.
Hey Cam, if you want to text the group chat the info, give us a go.
Maybe not text the. Oh yeah, our group chat. I thought you meant in the chat. I'm
No.
like, don't put our information on the chat.
Don't put our information on the chat.
Oh yeah,
He's
no
not
problem.
dumb.
Anywho,
He's smart.
until next time we meet, 2
Yeah.
weeks, boys. 2 weeks for
Yeah,
you at
that's
home.
right.
Yeah.
If you want to listen to our lovely voices, hit us up on
Talking
Spotify.
about rap.
Y'all are welcome.
Well,
Bye, y'all. Peace and love.
Bye.
bye.
Sluts.